Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, top of the morning to— Yep, okay, that's not my intro. Welcome back to the Datapack Showcase series, everyone. Today I have what is gotta be the coolest datapack I've ever seen. This datapack not only adds in a whole new set of tools, a whole new set of armor, some new mobs, but also a whole entire brand new dimension. Say hello to the Asphodel Dimension and the Asphodel Meadows Datapack by Sir Pumpkinstein. This is exactly what we'll be diving into today. Now, because this is such a massive pack, that means there's a lot to the pack. With there being so much to the pack, I won't go over each and every little detail. If you like what you see in this video, I definitely recommend trying this pack out for yourself. It is seriously really cool. And if you enjoy the Datapack Showcase, drop a like, it helps me out, and subscribe for more showcases just like this one. So what is in this 1.14 Datapack? Well, we have a brand new ore, known as the Onyx ore, and then of course a brand new block known as the Onyx block, and then all of these items in here, and even more over here. There's a lot to take in here. So first off, these books. The books are basically recipe books in a sense. If you take a look at the UI that pops up when you hover over these items, you will see a little bit of a grid in the center there. That grid is the recipe. There's a little key below the grid so you know what you're trying to craft. Then, after all of these recipes, we have all of these items here. There are 2 brand new swords in this pack, 2 brand new pickaxes, like I mentioned, a whole other set of tools, and even the armor. The armor is what I had on in the beginning of the video. To craft nearly every new item, you'll need to make a brand new crafting table. It's completely different than the vanilla one. Now, these things over here are essences, which we'll talk about in a minute. The spawn eggs aren't new. Those are just kind of symbolizing things that I know of. So I think the best place to start would be this crafting table right here. To start, you'll need to find a witch in your world, just a plain old regular witch after installing the datapack, of course. Witches now have the chance to drop a crafter's paper. The crafter's paper is one of the ingredients for this new crafting table. Once you have a crafter's paper, throw that on the ground, combined with an enchanting table and a dropper, wait a second, and boom. You have your brand new crafting bench, known as the infernal machine. This is the infernal machine right here. It is inside of the infernal machine where you will craft all of these new items. Now, this paper is used in quite a bit of the crafting recipes, but don't worry, you won't need to be farming witches after you have your initial crafting bench because, of course, there is a crafting recipe for the paper. If we take some paper, a glowstone dust, and a stick and throw it in the crafting table just like this, we can actually craft more of the paper. Now, because all of the recipes are laid out in this nice little compendium book here, I won't be going into each and every recipe and how you craft it and all of that. The compendium is crafted just like this. This is a very important recipe to know. So there we go, we have the compendium. If you take a look at the compendium, you will see all of the recipes inside of this thing. You can use this bookmark button to bookmark whatever page you were on in the compendium. That means if you were in survival, the next time you open up the compendium, it will be back on that page so you can remember the recipe. Essences are another huge part of this datapack, so we should probably talk about how to get those things. To start off, you'll need to head back over to your infernal machine and craft a diamond sword inside of it. But this time, you'll get a harvest sword instead of a diamond sword. You will then need to go out in your world and kill the vanilla mobs with this sword. The sword gives a 60% chance for unstable essence to drop from mobs. There are 4 different colors of the unstable essence. You will need all colors for certain recipes. There's the yellow essence, which I have gotten from zombies, the red essence, which I have obtained through killing skeletons, this blackish purple essence, which I obtained from killing blaze, and then last but not least, the green essence, which I obtained through spiders. So if you have a pretty decent zombie farm setup, a skeleton farm, a spider farm, a blaze farm, all of these essences should be pretty easy to obtain, again, when using this special sword. If you use your regular sword, you will have a 0% chance of an essence drop. Now, the other big thing in this data pack is the essence capsule. How do we obtain that? Well, head back over to your infernal machine and craft a diamond pickaxe. This time, you will receive a mystic pickaxe. When mining ores with this pickaxe, you have a 40% chance for a capsule fragment drop. An example of a working ore for these capsule drops is, of course, redstone ore. So mine this ore with your pickaxe, and hopefully, if you're lucky, after mining for a little while, you'll get some capsule fragments just like I did here. Once you have enough capsule fragments, go into your infernal machine and place them like that to get 2 essence capsules. After obtaining enough, you can combine your capsules with your essence to, of course, receive a charged essence capsule. These jar items have fancy effects. The yellow one has a healing effect, which will increase your constitution when infused in armor. The red one has a damage effect, which will increase your strength. Purple-black one has a toughness effect, and the green one has a speed effect when combined with your armor. So let's take a look at some of these other items. This is the Pegasus Feather in my hand right now. The Pegasus Feather will slow our fall and, of course, make us take less or absolutely no damage. This item is really cool. This is the cloud in a bottle. You can basically double jump with the cloud in a bottle if you use it right. So we have the cloud in a bottle, and if we jump and sneak in midair, we have that little double jump there. So again, jump, sneak, like that. It's not much, but it's kind of cool. Of course, normally we wouldn't be able to jump up to a 2 high area, but with this, we absolutely can. A 3 high area, though, that's kind of pushing it. There is seriously a lot here, and honestly, I recommend you dive into this stuff yourself to really understand it and explore it a little more. One more thing that I'd like to talk about is this brand new tool set. After we talk about the tools and maybe the armor, we'll head into that brand new dimension over there. This is an Onyx sword. It has a charge attack, as you can see down there in the orange, and of course, it has looting 3 and sharpness 5. The pickaxe has efficiency 10 and fortune 2, which is insane. Also, if you crouch, you can scan for ores in a 10 block radius. The shovel has efficiency 10 and unbreaking 5, and a magnet effect when crouching. And finally, the Onyx axe has looting 2 and unbreaking 5, and you can pretty much insta-mine trees with this axe. So, of course, I need to. I absolutely have to show them off. So there we go. Boom. Insta-mine the tree, and then the tree will eventually just decay like normal. This will work for each and every tree variant. The pickaxe, we can scan for ores, and boom, there are some ores over there, so we could move over to them. Now, the shovel, the magnet effect. If we crouch, things have been pulled over to me. Of course, these 2 eggs. These eggs are, of course, not within my pickup radius, but now they are. And then the sword charge. We have 0 charge right now, but getting the charge is pretty easy. Run around and kill things, and slowly your sword will charge up. It will take 5 kills total to charge your sword fully. Once your sword is fully charged up, sneak, and boom. The sheep is, killed. Maybe a little unnecessary for the sheep, but probably good against the boss mobs. The recipes for all of these tools can be found over in the compendium, but basically you'll be replacing your standard sticks with blaze rods, and then your normal diamond or iron or gold even with the Onyx ore. Of course, you can get Onyx from the dimension that we still have to go into. The armor that we're going to talk about now is created by basically upgrading diamond armor inside of the infernal machine. Surround whichever armor piece you'd like to upgrade with some onyx ingots, and there you go, you have that new armor. So what does the new armor do, though? Well, the chest plate has all of those benefits that I am not going to read through. Of course, the chest plate as well, the leggings, and the boots as well. As we put the stuff on, we will notice our perspective slowly changing, and that is, of course, because of the armor. If you take a look, we have max armor here, and then, of course, 2 full rows of health, which is just absolutely absurd. This stuff is by far the best in the game, much better than diamond. And look at that, we have these cool flame wings as well, which, I mean, I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, these all insta-mine things too. Yeah, they're pretty good. All right. I've teased long enough. It's time to head into this dimension. But first, we'll need to craft a portal. The portal is crafted just like this, of course, in an infernal machine. Whatever machine you craft it in will be converted over to the portal. These items are pretty difficult to get, so this won't be crafted immediately. But once you do craft a portal, you can, of course, turn it off by removing an item from the infernal machine. So you can, like, have an on-off switch in a sense. but we want the portal on so we can go over into the Asphodel dimension. This is a brand new dimension. It's very dark in here, so we should definitely give us some night vision. Now, inside of this dimension, we will encounter quite a few dangerous, hostile mobs. We have these creepy leading guys, which they're just creepy. Pillagers can spawn in here, and alongside pillagers, these fancy little campsites can actually generate inside of this dimension. At the campsites, you will find a chest with some randomized loot. The loot in this one isn't all that good, aside from the golden apple. Now, across this whole dimension, you'll notice just destroyed trees, mycelium, these weird pink and purple lake things, and podzol as well. Phantoms can spawn in this dimension, and they seem to be a little larger when they do spawn, and yeah, it's just basically a hostile environment that you probably don't want to go into. There is, of course, a whole coordinate system as well. Inside of this dimension, you will find... Oh, no, he's targeting me. This is where Onyx ore is found, though. You have to go into this dimension to find it. And, yeah, they have that same, like, Guardian attack, which is just crazy difficult to deal with, especially when they are swarming everywhere. Now, it seems like there are a few different types of biomes inside of the Asphodel dimension. We, of course, have this plains area over here, which is just kind of open. Then we have a little bit of a forest-looking thing over off this way. There seems to be some lake areas that are just kind of big and open, kind of foggy-looking. Really cool, if you ask me. And there also are some islands that are kind of floating, but not in the sense of hundreds of blocks off the ground, just like a few blocks up. There is also this podzol environment. I'm not sure if that's a different biome or what, but that is in here as well. And if you hang around for some time, you will find some pretty good loot, like this thing right here. Now, this thing is an ancient vase. If we look inside of it, we have some loot. And oh boy, a diamond hoe. That's like some endgame stuff there, so yeah. That's looting. But yeah, we do have some loot here that you can run around and find, which is really, really cool. And just in general, I like the idea of adding this whole new dimension into the game. Maybe if you put this in your world and you mess around with it long enough, you can come up with some cool farms and everything like that. But yeah, this is just definitely the coolest and most expansive data pack I have ever seen. Now, like I mentioned earlier on in the video, there's a whole lot more to the pack. There are bosses, mobs, just a lot. And of course, we didn't go into each and every item here. As always, there is a data pack link down below, and if you like what you see, you should definitely dive into it. I will also link Sir Pumpkinstein's channel down in the description as well this time, because just seriously, huge shout out to you, man. This is amazing. This is crazy. I came across the pack when Sir Pumpkinstein shared it on my subreddit, so thank you. Thank you for sharing this with me. This is really, really cool. But I think that's where our adventure ends for today. What do you think? Would you like to see more of this data pack? If you do, tell me down below and I can figure something out. If you liked the video, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and on the end slide will be the Data Pack Showcase playlist. Inside of that playlist, you can find all of my previous Data Pack Showcase videos. There are some really cool packs that I've shown off. Thank you for watching, shout out to the creator of this one, and go have a good day. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.